Attleboro Community Television, North TV Sports presents the High School Game of the Week. This afternoon, it's softball. The Red Rocketeers of North Attleboro here at home on the Kelly Field, taking on the Tigers of Taunton. Welcome, everyone. Peter Gay filling in for Jared Ware. Jared will be busy tonight covering the North Attleboro School Committee meeting, so I fear that this game might run a little too late for him to cover that. So yours truly back behind the microphone tonight working with Del Malloy. I'm not sure it was him covering the meeting or him wanting to stay warm, Del. This is cold.
Yeah, it really is. It's early season softball, early season spring sport weather. And if you dress for it, you can't move. So you got to kind of dress in thin layers and weather the storm, so to speak.
I am regretting the fact that I left the gloves at home. Red Rocketeers coming off a 17-7 season last year. They reached the Final Four in Division II. Taunton, a 21-4 record last year. They only won yet another state championship. And Dell, both teams with a win in their opener, but as impressive as the North Attleboro win was, Taunton's was even more so.
Yeah, that's an awful lot of runs to score in a softball game.
34.
Yeah.
They did miss one of the PATs, apparently.
It must have been. But the mercy rule is adequately called the mercy rule because I'm sure their opponent couldn't wait to get off that field.
34-1, the Tigers beat the Sharon Eagles. And we are certainly not hoping for that type of performance this afternoon, and it would be difficult against a pitcher the quality of Kelly Colleran. She is on the mound. She fires a high strike to start this one.
Yeah, and that wasn't her fastball.
I thought that pitch was a little high, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought so too. But when you're good, sometimes you get the benefit of the call.
And on a cold day, I would assume you get the benefit of the call.
Get it again, double time.
The first batter for the Tigers is Kylea Plum. She is the designated player or designated hitter. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Yep. So
Kelly Colleran on 3 pitches records the first out of the ball game.
Yeah, it's there's a different mentality going against a pitcher like her. Like that time, the batter swung at the third strike way after the ball crossed the plate. Sometimes you're in awe of what she could do, and you can't be that way.
Third baseman steps into the box. Left-handed hitter. That's Bella Bork.
I think it helps to choke up when you're going against a pitcher here so you can swing quicker.
Big swing, looked like one of your golf swings, Del.
I thought you were going to say putt.
Well, she missed the ball, and you tend to miss putts from time to time.
That's true. Time to time or all the time?
All the time. 1-2 count. This Tiger team with a first-year head coach. And how about starting your coaching career with a 34-1 victory?
Yeah, that's tough. I've never scored that many runs as a coach.
I mean, you can't tell the team to stop hitting.
No, but you can do things.
Well, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Michelle Raposo in her first season. Taunton not only winning the state championship last year, they are the 2-time defending champions.
Yeah, they're awfully good at every position.
Raposo is that one at the knees, low, so ball 4.
That was a good at-bat, Peter.
Yeah, very good at bat. Fouled off a few pitches. Making her way down to first. Raposo, I started to say, was a starter on Taunton teams that won titles in 2002 and 2003.
Yep. Something else to keep in mind here. With Kelly striking out 15 batters, the fielders don't get a lot of opportunities.
That one will get away from the catcher, Mary Ellen Charette. And I would assume that would be a passed ball.
Yeah.
So Bork moves down to second. Ava Venturelli, the center fielder, takes that one for a strike. Colleran could really use a strikeout here.
Yeah.
Her infield, Lucy Palmer at first, Mary Rogers at second. The shortstop is Ariana McDavitt. Third baseman, Molly Willie out in the outfield. Left fielder is Grace Foreman. Center fielder is Emma Hanwell. And the right fielder, Grace Simmons. High for a ball.
Yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes. So Colleran in danger of walking her second batter.
Yeah. Well, with first base open, would it be the worst thing? She'd have a force out everywhere.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
There she goes.
So 2 down now. Colleran records the big strikeout. And the cleanoff hitter, Casey DeMora, the catcher, will step to the plate for the Tigers. Runner in scoring position in Bork at second. That one will get away. That one will definitely be a wild pitch.
Yeah. I'm sure you noticed she's uncharacteristically high today. She'll settle that down.
Answers with a strike, which is what the good ones do.
Yeah, and that was a good one. That was slightly below the waist. That's where she needs to, or wants to be. She can pitch anywhere.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. The runner down at third, Bork, as soon as the ball leaves the circle, she is making probably about 25, 33% of the way down the baseline, just in case the ball gets away. She'll be in a position to score.
Yeah, and you defend differently with a pitcher like this. With a lesser pitcher, you might throw down and try to get her, but you're relying on your pitcher to do all the work, so don't make a mistake.
That one a pop-up. Third baseman Willie settles under it, has a tough time fielding it, but makes the grab, and the Tigers are erased in the top of the first inning on the pop-up to the third baseman. So Colleran gets away with the 1-out walk. Now we will get a chance to look at the Red Rocketeers at the plate. Grace Simmons, the right fielder, will bat first. Ariana McDavitt, the shortstop, will bat second. Colleran, Kelly, the pitcher, will bat third. Mary Ellen Charette, the second half of the battery, will bat fourth. Molly Willie, who just made that catch for the third out, will bat fifth. Lucy Palmer, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Emma Anwell, the center fielder, will bat seventh. Mary Rogers, second baseman, will bat eighth. And Grace Foreman, the left fielder, will bat ninth. The infield for the Taunton Tigers, first baseman is Haley Krokta. Second baseman is Mia Fernandez. Shortstop is Brooke Aldrich. She looked real good in warm-ups. Bella Bork is the third baseman. The outfield, left to right, Mia Torres, Ava Venturelli, and Molly Kearns. The catcher is Casey DeMora, and on the mound in the circle is the pitcher, Sam Lincoln.
Yeah, umpire, I think gave Taunton a break. They're just now starting the warm-ups. He let the catcher get all her gear on, and sometimes he'll call for a backup player to come in and catch the first few warm-up throws. But I like that in the first inning. Let the battery get accustomed to one another. Interesting, Peter, a left-handed pitcher just changes the angle a little bit for the hitters.
Bill Belichick always loves a left-footed punter.
He does. Any advantage you can get. Now, that ball that's coming in from outside to in, where with the righty it's coming from inside to out.
What's the rumor I hear? Mac Jones possibly leaving New England?
No
Del
chance.
Malloy, the new quarterback of the New England Patriots?
Yeah, right. No chance.
Certainly no chance you're going to be the quarterback
No,
of the
and
Patriots.
think about it. You've got a guy, had a very good first year, had a terrible second year. Not all his fault. You've invested 2 years into him, and now you're going to go start all over again for a rookie. And you need a cornerback, a tackle. You need some wide receiver. You need that more than you need a new quarterback.
Grace Simmons steps into the plate. Kind of a weak swing there.
Yeah, a lot of the leadoff hitters are slap bunters. And you get an overpowering pitcher, they almost take the bat out of your hand. See how they go up in the box and kind of bring the bat off the shoulder? She's trying to push it to the opposite way, but this pitcher's getting it past her.
Kelly Colleran struck out her first batter on 3 pitches. Sam Lincoln will not do the same. That one is high.
But nice grab by the catcher.
Catcher's not very tall.
Nope.
Casey DeMora. Lincoln really takes her time in between pitches.
She does. Could get this pitch clock on her.
Ooh, that looked good. 2-2 the count. This umpire seems to give the strike on the high pitch, not so much on the lower pitch.
That's what it looks like.
That'll be a strike right down the middle. So Grace Simmons is retired looking.
So we've had 4 outs so far in the game, 3 on strikeouts.
I think it's going to be that type of game.
Yeah, pitching in softball, it's pitching, catching, shortstop, center fielder. That's where you want your strength.
North Attleboro is a 3-time, I want to say defending, but they won't be able to defend their Davenport division title with Ariana McDavitt at the plate because they have moved up to the Kelly Rex division this year. And instead of playing Taunton once a year, instead of playing Franklin and King Philip once a year, they now play them home and home.
Oh, goody.
This larger enrollment stuff is for the birds.
Yeah, but you want to play good teams. It makes...
Ground ball.
It brings the
Roll
best
foul.
out in you.
Well, the important thing to remember is the state tournament is based on ratings. And the better the teams you play, the better your opponent's value will be.
Yep.
Strength of schedule. And although you're playing primarily against Division I teams, when you get into the the state tournament, you'll be in Division II, having played a Division I schedule all year. That one ground ball down to first. That one is also foul. We can't see from our vantage point. You can see barely the first base line over the new dugouts here.
Which are beautiful
At
compared to what they had before.
Kelly Field, yeah, considering they had nothing before.
Absolutely nothing.
Anything is better. That pitch high. Nice job by Ariana McDavitt making Lincoln throw some pitches here.
Nice job by the catcher, too. Not a single bad pitch has gone by her.
That one was low, and as was the case with the Red Rocketeers, for the Tigers, the Red Rocketeers have their number 2 batter draw a base on balls, and that'll bring up Kelly Colleran.
And she's not just a good pitcher, Peter. She might be the best hitter on the team.
Takes that one down the middle.
Look how she recoils. She's ready to just pounce at that ball. She's got that bat back in a beautiful position, just spring at it. Look at that.
Colleran thought it was inside, but it is called a strike 0-2.
She won't say anything because she's the other pitcher.
I want to try something here. Well, I won't be able to do it because Colleran goes down on strikes. I want to, and I forgot my stopwatch, but I want to see how much time Lee takes between pitches. Lincoln, excuse me, takes between pitches. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So if this were Major League Baseball, she would have had 8 seconds to spare. But for a softball pitcher, 12 seconds in between pitches is a long time.
Well, a rule I always wanted when I coach softball, see how she's outside the circle? Stay in the circle. That's at least a second. Just stay in the circle.
That pitch was apparently outside because it looked high enough. I thought it was above the knees.
She's out the back every single pitch. She's way out the back of the circle.
Late swing by Mary Ellen Charette. Charette, the catcher for the Red Rocketeers. I like the white helmet.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a bright white. That's almost like liquid paper white.
So we've had 5 strikeouts and a pop-up.
So strike 3, Charette goes down, and we have played 1. No hits. Each team has given up 1 walk. A total of 5 Ks in the first inning.
You think we're cold, here comes the cross-country track team with...
Delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs. Asian's Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asian's Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area. Top of the second, Kelly Colleran will face the 5, 6, and 7 batters for Taunton here in the second. Haley Crockta, Brooke Aldrich, and Mia Fernandez. It's incredible, even more so than baseball, how a pitcher can dominate.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't throw as fast as the baseball pitcher, but they're 20 feet closer. And you don't have a lot of time to make up your mind in the batter's box.
Haley Crockta takes that pitch high, ball 1. You had mentioned, Dell, the fact that Colleran is missing high this afternoon.
Yeah. You see, watch this batter, 14 for Taunton. She prefers the front of the batter's box. Now, the advantage is she might catch the breaking ball early. The disadvantage is it gets her a few instances quicker than if she was in the back of the box.
That pitch too high, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Everything's high today.
So if I'm not mistaken, that foul ball by Crockta was the first time Taunton's made contact.
Yeah.
Strike two.
Oh, no, the pop up to third.
You're right. There hasn't been a lot of contact, that's for sure. Two
No.
balls, two strikes, nobody out. Top of the second. Did she go? I did not think so. She did not.
Good to see them checking with each other.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3.
Yep.
So both pitchers now with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah. It's hard to be a fielder on a cold day when you know the only time you're going to touch it is after a strikeout. You get to throw it around. You don't want to change anything because the domineering pitcher is what wins your games.
At the plate is Brooke Aldrich. And Dell, you liked her during warm-ups.
Yeah.
That one is fair.
ball.
Safe.
Yeah. It looked like it was going foul, but this is a high school field. They curve left and right many times. They might take this away from her.
Nope.
Yeah.
I thought she was safe.
Yeah, Coach Wallace challenged. They did a good. The umpires are working well together.
So our first hit of the game has Brooke Aldrich down at first base. That one a foul ball.
Yep. That did look like one of my putts, a double hit.
I do that every now and then. Big swing, throw down to second, gets away. Good backup out in center field.
Yeah.
So for the second time in as many innings, Taunton has a runner in scoring position.
Yeah. This time they earned it, though, a base hit and a steal.
Is that E-R-N-T, earned? I have noticed when it's cold, the lips do not move like they normally do.
No. They don't. Nothing moves.
Pop up, foul territory. Unable to make the grab is Mary Ellen Charette. And let's see if that comes back to haunt the Red Rocketeers.
You know, in softball, I used to let my pitcher call off the catcher because the pitcher's coming in almost like a pop-up. The catcher's got to get under it, and it's a very difficult catch for the catcher. Much easier for the pitcher if she's good. I like the base runner on second. Gigantic lead, but nice and balanced, ready to get back if they throw down.
Fouled back. Mia Fernandez, the second baseman. I'm trying to make out with my naked eye here. Late swing, fouled off. In our camera, through our cameras, it looks like the Taunton uniforms have pink trim.
I think they do.
Taunton, of course, is orange and black, their colors. So it'll be a strikeout and a throw down to first. The ball was dropped, and the runner will advance to third on the play.
Yep. And
to be honest with you, I think she would have had that base stolen
yeah,
anyway.
she was going anyway. She's an awfully good base runner. She's a good player. Haven't seen the ball come to her yet, but she's done everything else well.
So score it as a stolen base for Aldrich. A strikeout for Colleran. That one will get away and safe at home is Brooke Aldrich.
Yep. Pass ball, Peter?
Let's take a look.
Hit the glove.
It was tough to tell from that angle.
Yeah. I thought it was about right here.
Well, either way, it is a run.
That's all that counts.
And Sam Lincoln, the hurler for the Tigers, is at the plate. No RBI there, certainly.
Boy, I like to see this, Peter. For years, if you were the pitcher, they always hit for you. They never will let you bat. Here we got two very good pitchers, both taking their turns at the plate.
Wasn't the pitcher in both softball and baseball usually one of the better athletes?
Softball, I think.
At the high school level in
Oh,
baseball.
high school, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, high school level, your pitcher is usually one of your better athletes.
But for years, softball, it's an easy pitching motion. It's very natural, more natural than throwing a baseball. But it took so much work to get there that they never really batted that often. That's changed.
Colleran ball 4. Colleran is not sharp here in the early going. And
No, not yet.
you have to wonder if it has anything to do with how chilly it is.
With her, I wouldn't think so. She's got so much experience. She's been pitching here for what, 4 years now? She's been out there on that diamond a long time, and she plays outside of the high school too, I'm sure.
Coming in to run for Sam Lincoln will be number 7. That is Fitzgerald. Let me see if I have her first name here. I know I do. That will be Morgan Fitzgerald. It's very difficult when you have a lot of notes on a windy day outside.
Yes, you do seem to have a lot of notes.
Oh, nice bunt. That'll be a base hit, and a nice job by the third baseman for the Red Rocketeers, Molly Willie, not even to throw that one down.
Yeah.
Look at that thing spin. So runners at first and second. You can see how this team scored 34 runs.
Yeah. Well, they're playing small ball right now, and it's working. Whoa.
Mia Torres, the bunt single. The courtesy runner going down to second on the play, and Kylea Plum up for the second time. Struck out to lead off the game. And the Red Rocketeers desperately in need of an out here.
Looks like this player is trying to slap it. We used to like to go inside against the slappers because they're trying to put it down the left field line. Yep.
Well, they went outside, and it was just as successful.
Absolutely.
So the Tigers score 1 on 2 hits. 1 base on balls.
Now it's
and Taunton in 2 innings has left 3 runners on base.
oh, they're potent.
You know, look at the dimensions out in the outfield, though.
Oh, I think it's way off. It looks like dead center's closer than the left field line.
Oh, it's definitely. So what they have is they have the well, years ago you'd call it a snow fence, but it's basically a portable fence,
But it
temporary fence.
looks like a straight line from
Yeah.
right field to left.
It looks like it's not long enough for what it needs to be, so
Yep.
they just have it straight across.
Yep.
There is a little bit of an arch to it, or an arc to it.
Not much.
Yeah, straightaway center is by far the.
It's the closest fence.
Yeah, this is the opposite of the pesky pole and the.
Yeah. It's the Jimmy Pearsall pole.
You got the Fisk pole out in left at Fenway and the pesky pole.
Yep.
And the Jimmy Pearsall backstop, right?
Yeah. Well, he was a interesting character.
Molly Willie leads off the bottom of the second for the Red Rocketeers, now trailing 1-0. Who played him in the movie Fear Strikes Out? Anthony Perkins. Yeah. Anthony Perkins. You remind me a lot of Anthony Perkins, Del.
I do.
When you putt,
Oh.
it's like stab, 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 stab.
Well, we all have an identity. Unfortunately, mine's ineffective.
Del will miss a 2-foot putt. And
Ooh.
almost caught the helmet of Molly Willie.
Well, I'd say there's rounds when I make more 15-footers than 2-footers. Not often, because I don't make the 15-footers either, but I feel more confident the further I get away from the hole. Totally backwards.
But when you miss one of those putts, what do? I go,
Yeah, I know.
like in the movie.
Well, you get a chance to do it quite often.
So ball 4. Neither pitcher is really sharp.
Yeah. Well, it looks to me like this is going to be a small ball game. It's going to be one base at a time. So let's see if North gets a little aggressive. That Taunton catcher looked awfully good throwing down, didn't she?
Lucy Palmer is talking to her head coach, and there they are. Bill Wallace has been here for a few years, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I would look it up, but my hands are too cold, and I'd have to take them out of my pocket. Red Rocketeers showing bunt.
I think he's an excellent coach.
I forget where, but he's actually an administrator outside of North Attleboro.
Yeah, he is. I don't know where either. I thought it was, I wouldn't even guess.
I want to say it's another Hockomock League school. Stoughton or Canton.
Could be. I know it's up that way.
And they appeal down to first, which is actually right about where the second baseman plays, because the umpire shifts over in case there is a call to be made at second base. So a swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 outs for the Red Rocketeers, all by way of the strikeout. 3 swinging, 1 looking. Emma Hanwell, center fielder, wears number 10. Digs in against Lincoln. Showing bunt.
You know, you watch the Taunton defense on after the pitch when there's no contact. They cover all the bases. The left fielder goes to back up third. They've got really good defensive coverage for every situation.
Third baseman charges in. That one is foul.
That left field is only about 10 feet behind third base when the action happens.
Trying to make contact, but also trying to make sure the ball does not go very far out into the infield dirt. To the right side. And they'll move the runner over with 2 outs.
Smart play by the second baseman. You got confidence in your pitcher, confidence in your defense. Now you just need one more.
Mia Fernandez tossing over to Haley Crocta for the second out. First non-strikeout for the Red Rocketeers. Mary Rogers, I'm cold just looking at you, Mary. Throw down to third, safe.
Ooh. Catcher was a little off. If that was on the bag, they had her. She's not happy with herself.
So Willie now in scoring position. Swing and a miss for Rogers. You need to make contact. She does, but fouls it straight back.
You know, it's interesting. You got a right-handed batter up there. The right fielder is playing closer to the right field foul line than the left fielder is to the left field foul line. It looks like they're not sure she can get around on the pitcher.
That one high, good take by Rogers. She's actually got 2 R's in her uniform. Norrth.
Yeah, she does.
I'm actually surprised they're not pullover uniforms. Strike 3. And Lincoln comes up with the K that she needed when she needed it most. We've played 2. 1-0 Taunton Tigers. Paul and Nancy Bellum, owners of Bell's Powder Coating, are dedicated to the community and proud to be a presenting sponsor of North TV sports coverage. Bell's is an industry leader in electrostatic powder coating, a process that is environmentally green. Turning out 50 to 100,000 pieces per week, Bell's is one of the area's top companies. They're proud of their on-time delivery and quick turnaround. No job is too large, no job is too small, and their quality is second to none. Bell's Powder Coating, North Attleboro. Box Seats, a presenting sponsor of high school sports on North TV, is the place to be before or after the big game. They're also the place to watch the big game, with TVs in every room and the NFL Sunday ticket to catch your favorite team home or away. Box Seats has a lineup of menu items second to none that include grilled pizza, fish and chips, burgers, and more. Box Seats also has over 70 gluten-free items to choose from. Box Seats is located in Tower Square at the corner of Route 1 and Elm Street in North Attleboro. Welcome everyone to our Bell's Powder Coating third inning. 1-0 is our score. Taunton Tigers on top of the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. We're actually not that far from Bell's Powder Coating, right down the hill on Landry Avenue. Second building on the right when you turn into the Industrial Business Park. Paul and Nancy Bellum, loyal supporters of not only North TV, but a lot of organizations here in North Attleboro.
Watching the North Attleboro pitcher warm up, she only takes 3 throws.
Don't want to waste them.
Nope.
Bella Bork leading off the second inning, fouls that one off. I forgot to write this down. Kylie Plum, who made the last out of the top of the second. She struck out, correct?
Yes.
I thought so.
If in doubt, just put down strikeout.
Our angle must make inside pitches look over the plate, because that did not look like that bad of a pitch.
No.
Fouled off again. Bella Bork walked. reached third base in the first inning. And you can see why she draws a lot of walks. She fouls off the pitcher's pitches.
And look at it where she is in the batter's box, too. She's very, very close to the plate. She crowds it. She's on the inside of the batter's box. Look at this, Peter. Look where her feet are.
Yeah, toe is almost touching the line.
Yeah. She makes it hard for you to want to come inside.
So 3 balls, 2 pitches. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that one off.
She's got a nice one. This poor little kid on the swings is running for her life.
Yeah, we can't see it on our camera, but that one is fouling back almost every time to the exact spot near the swing set. There's a little girl on the swing set, and as soon as she hears it fouled off, she runs into the woods.
She's not taking her eye off the game either. She wants to play in the swings, but she's being very safe about it.
So strike 3, 1 down. That was a battle.
That was.
The last thing Colleran wanted to do was put the leadoff hitter on with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Ava Venturelli struck out.
Boy, when you watch it from behind the plate, that angle, that ball gets here in a hurry, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Look at this. Boom.
Ground ball to third, knocked down. Long throw will get away. It will be a base hit. No, I think it's going to be a base hit and an error. I'm going to be generous there.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Plenty of time to get it over there.
You could see Molly Willie knocked it down. I think a good throw would have been too late with the speed.
Yeah, I agree with you. Base hit and error.
So that's what we'll go with, base hit and an E5. And for the 3rd consecutive inning, a runner in scoring position for the Tigers as Casey Demora bunts that one foul.
Yeah, Casey almost got hit.
That one, right back to Colleran. Colleran fires over to first, but the runner will go down to third. And one may ask, why do you have your cleanup hitter basically sacrificing a bunt there? And it's because you now have a runner in scoring position, runner at third base, excuse me, and with the wildness that Colleran has shown, here we go.
That's the reason.
And that's exactly what I was getting to.
And that's the reason. You got to play. You got to play the odds.
So a wild pitch makes it 2-0. That's exactly what I was getting at. So that's why you have your cleanup hitter sacrifice bunt there.
Yeah.
So now the Red Rocketeers down by 2.
If I was coaching, when I coached, I always looked to run. I just thought the defense has to do too many things correctly to stop me. I just got to run and slide. And it sometimes throws off the pitcher. They try to get it there a little extra quick. You just put pressure on the entire defense.
Anyway, Proctor strikes out to end the top of the 3rd, but the Tigers come up with another run on 1 hit. The Red Rocketeers are not going to be happy if they lose this one because of the way they're losing this one.
Yeah.
It's one thing if a team is, pounding the ball or wins the game on a bad hop or something, but when you have runners at third scoring on wild pitches, pass balls, that will drive you crazy.
Sure will.
Sam Lincoln, how tall would you say Sam is?
The pitcher?
5'10"?
Yeah.
5'11"?
I think 5'10". I was down there. I remember when she was younger, when Taunton had that incredible pitcher. Sam was a younger pitcher. You could see she was going to be good when she warmed up. And the height and the long arm gives you more speed. You got that nice windmill effect on your release.
So we'll see if the Red Rocketeers can get something going. They have their 9 1 and 2 hitters up here in the bottom of the third. Grace Foreman is the left fielder. Has a lot of eye black on.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you want to keep the clouds out of your eyes.
Low ball 1.
So, you know, it used to be to keep the sun, the glare, but a lot of times it's part of my uniform.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You see linemen in football, they don't catch passes, they don't run, they just block, and they're wearing that stuff all over their face.
Grace Foreman may see the pitcher circle a few times this season. Sends that one. Almost hit the porta potty.
Yep. Imagine being in the porta potty and a softball slams into the side of it. Could scare the daylights out of you.
I don't know about you, Del, but when I'm in a porta potty, I try to be as quick as possible.
Yeah. That's what I did before the game started.
Too much information. Strike 3. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 out of the 7 outs have been strikeouts.
Yep.
So Grace Simmons, who struck out looking in the bottom of the first, excuse me. Bunts that one up and over the backstop. I've seen more balls go over this backstop in this game than I've seen in most games.
They're just not squaring on it. They just can't quite square on either one of these pitches. They're so quick.
Fouls that one. So one would think that will be her last bunt attempt with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Although the first baseman, they're not moving back at all.
No.
Strike 3. I can see why Taunton is favored to repeat as state champion.
Yeah. They're good. They appear to be good at every position. You would watch the footwork defensively. They've all got it. They're quick. I think they appear to be aggressive base runners too, which is very important.
Ariana McDavitt with 2 down. If she can get on base, Colleran is capable of straightaway center.
And I think she'd like the opportunity. She pops one over with a runner on base. It's a brand new game.
I'm looking way in the distance, Del, is the junior varsity game.
Yeah.
That pitched low. Difference between varsity and junior varsity, I'm looking, the North Attleboro third baseman has a coat on.
Yeah.
Second baseman has a coat on. The center fielder and right fielder have hoodies on. Strike three.
And there's generally more parents at those games because they can't drive yet.
So the Red Rocketeers go down KKK to end the third. Box Seats, a presenting sponsor of high school sports on North TV, is the place to be before or after the big game. They're also the place to watch the big game, with TVs in every room and the NFL Sunday ticket to catch your favorite team home or away. Box Seats has a lineup of menu items second to none that include grilled pizza, fish and chips, burgers, and more. Box Seats also has over 70 gluten-free items to choose from. Box Seats is located in Tower Square at the corner of Route 1 and Elm Street in North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son has been delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs. Welcome back, everyone, to our Asians Garage fourth inning. Sarah Asian and everyone at Asians Garage, welcome you to high school athletics here on North TV, and certainly invite you to check them out down on North Washington Street, almost at that strange intersection of Route 1A.
That is a strange
and
intersection.
I have both of our cars, my daughter's car, so 3 cars in all, always serviced at Asians Garage.
And I bet they take good care of you.
You know what they'll do, Del? I thought for sure that was a swing. No. This is Brooke Aldrich, the shortstop. I've actually been looking at used cars, and that one just foul. And I'll say to the dealer, before I take it, I want to have my garage take a look at it. And I've brought it in. They've given it a good look, and some they've said, yeah, this is a nice car. Others, I'd be concerned about this. I'd be concerned about that.
That was a changeup of all changeups.
Foul back to Asians Garage. When when you're really happy to see Asians Garage when your car breaks down and you call AAA.
They're not only fast, they get there fast, but they're courteous and they do a good job on the road service.
They've helped out North TV many times. Swing and a miss. Ball got away. It will go as a K. 1-3. Or 2-3, excuse me. Technically, that's not a 1-2-3, is it?
No.
Pitcher would not get credit for an assist there.
Nope. It's they'd get a K. The catcher would get a pass ball and an assist, and the first baseman would get a put out.
Mia Fernandez, who struck out on the same type of play. Ball was dropped, throw down to first to record the out. Fouled down the first baseline. This has been a busy week for all of us here at North TV. Monday night we had election coverage in Plainville. Yesterday we were supposed to have live coverage of girls lacrosse at the Beaupre Field, but the visiting stands had not been okayed by the building inspector yet. There's a swing and a miss. So we had no place to put a camera and our announcers. And then last night we had North Attleboro live election coverage. This afternoon, of course, we have softball action, Taunton versus North Attleboro. And then tomorrow we have boys lacrosse action at Beaupre Field. And I did receive a text this afternoon from School Superintendent John Antonucci that the stands have been approved by the building inspector. The home stands, though, will take a little bit longer.
So do you expect all fall sports to be played on that field?
Yes. Unfortunately, though, until the home stands are completed, there's a swing and a miss, strike three. So dominating top of the fourth inning by Colleran. 3 Ks.
Yeah, she's right where she wants to be now.
Unfortunately, until the home side is done, they're using the press box and the landscaping is done, we will not be able to pull the North TV van into the facility. So
Gotcha.
The North Attleboro lacrosse games, unfortunately, will be single cameras with the exception of, nope, tomorrow's going to be single camera as well, North Attleboro at King Philip. We had originally planned to do that game with the North TV van, knowing that we can't use the van at the Beaupre Field, but I think there's 43 town meetings tomorrow of various boards.
Oh, my word.
Maybe not 43, but there's quite a few to the point that we just don't have enough people.
No. And imagine if you're the type of citizen who wants to go to all the meetings. You're not making that happen either.
Plainville School Committee is meeting tomorrow night. I think there's a meeting at Plainville Town Hall. North Attleboro has Board of Assessors at 4 o'clock. There's another meeting at, I believe, 6:30. There's a couple of other meetings tomorrow as well. It's just one of those crazy days.
Yep.
Kevin Daggett is covering one of our meetings tomorrow night. I'm not sure what meeting he's covering. Ground ball to shortstop. And the Red Rocketeers have the leadoff man on. Yeah. Kelly Colleran.
Throw was a little off, but did you see the way that shortstop surrounded that ball came in? If the throw was a little better, that was an outstanding play because Colleran got down that baseline in a hurry.
I think a good throw, though, they would have had her. So
yeah.
We're going to go with an E6. Yep. And the tying run at the plate here for the Red Rocketeers.
I agree with you completely on that.
And Kevin Daggett is at the Plainville Finance Committee meeting. And I'm on the agenda. So that's
well, they'll say yes to everything you ask for.
Yeah, right.
I like your request for the North TV Land Rover.
I like the golf cart. That one fisted. Could be trouble. Throw down to first is too late. Colleran was caught in between second and third, and the Tigers unable to come up with the play.
See, that's just smart base running. That's real smart base running. She's now in position, anything on the ground, she's probably going to score.
You see Colleran taking the wide turn.
Yeah.
The throw behind her. And the Red Rocketeers with runners on the corners, nobody out.
You notice the speed she has, too. She's a pretty good athlete.
So a big opportunity for Molly Willie, the third baseman.
Get it through or get it on the ground. And you always got to be ready for a wild pitch, although we haven't seen any yet, or many.
Tigers looking for an out, any out. But a strikeout would be best. High ball one.
And you watch the runner on third. With the third baseman charging, you watch the shortstop. How quickly is she coming over? She doesn't come over. I can get a pretty darn good lead.
And the Red Rocketeers advance the runner down to second base, so both runners now in scoring position.
Yeah, smart move. For a runner on third, you can almost always get that runner over.
This is a case where, with nobody out, you have to make contact.
Yep, have to.
Just put the ball in play.
She knows it.
Willie walked her first time up, advanced all the way to third. That pitch high. And Lincoln is pitching under duress. 2-2 is the count. Grounded foul. Low, 3-2.
Tough one to take. Good batting eye.
Well, I think it helps knowing that the umpire is not giving the pitchers the low strike.
Yeah.
So if the ball comes in low, although it might be at the knees, you're going to get away with it.
Yep.
Grounded off the plate will be fair. The run will score. Oh, and the runner down at third was fixing her sock and not watching the play. And had she not, I think she would have scored.
Yeah, you can't anticipate the play. You have to see the play. But
so the
you got an
play there.
RBI.
Now look down at third. You're going to see she reaches down and she's going to start to tie her shoe.
She is. She's not even.
And Bill Wallace is saying go, but by then it's too late.
Yeah.
A bunt and no play made.
Okay, now you take second. Get your little rally going here.
See if the Red Rocketeers send the runner down. They do not.
First baseman's charging. That I think the runner can get a little further off the base than she did that time. She was no more than 3 feet off the base. She's got to get going.
Big at bat for Emma Hanwell. Sends that one foul. I've never seen a game where so many players are not swinging away.
Yeah.
And is that somewhat of a tribute to the pitchers?
Yeah, I think both pitchers are so good, but I think you swing because they're good. You're not going to get a walk. These what they got one walk between them, maybe two.
Lucy Palmer
Yeah.
went down to second base on that pitch.
Yeah.
No throw from the catcher.
No throw. Now a single might get you a lead.
Strike 3. So 2 outs now.
That looked a little high.
Yeah, he's been giving the high strike.
Sure has.
So it's up to Mary Rogers. Runners at second and third. Red Rocketeers down by 1.
Boy, you know she's a player. Look at that. No long sleeves, short sleeves.
Sam Lincoln. Little
2
change up
strikes.
there,
Yep.
curve.
2 strikes.
0-2.
Pressure's on the hitter.
That one is high. Nice job by Rogers. Thought about it for a second.
Yeah, nice job by the Taunton catcher, too. Nothing gets past her.
Just outside. You could see the catcher more holding the mitt right there. 2-2 count. Strike 3.
Yep.
The Red Rocketeers score 1 on 1 hit. And at the end of 4, the Tigers lead the Red Rocketeers 2. Box Seats, a presenting sponsor of high school sports on North TV, is the place to be before or after the big game. They're also the place to watch the big game, with TVs in every room and the NFL Sunday ticket to catch your favorite team home or away. Box Seats has a lineup of menu items second to none that include grilled pizza, fish and chips, burgers, and more. Box Seats also has over 70 gluten-free items to choose from. Box Seats is located in Tower Square at the corner of Route 1 and Elm Street in North Attleboro. Asian's Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asian's Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area. So the Tigers will try to get the run back that they just gave up. And it will be the 9-1-2 hitters, Mia Torres, Kylie Plum, and Bella Bork.
Yeah, well, if you're Taunton, you got to take North out of this game. Right now, North's feeling pretty good about it. And you gotta silence that thought real quick, like, and North, you want to keep it just like it is so you get another shot at it.
Battle of the defending league champions. North, the Davenport champion last year. Taunton, the Kelly Rex division champion.
That was definitely high, but when you change your batting angle, when you change the line, your frame for the umpire, he's always going to call the strike.
I mean, Mia Torres, if she's taller than 5'4", I'm 7 feet tall.
Well, you are 7 feet tall, Peter.
Swing and a miss.
It's a nice swing, though.
Does have a nice swing. That one is high.
I like this new addition, Peter, the heated seats.
Yeah, right. Keep dreaming. Ball 3.
She's back up high again.
Mia Torres, class of 2026. That would be a freshman, right? Yeah.
23, 24.
3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Think how good
She didn't play.
she is on two-time defending state champion team, one of the top-ranked teams in the state, and she's starting as a freshman.
Yep.
Kylie Plum.
You see how her fast twitch, she's quick. She's very quick. She's just got to get her feet on the ground.
0-1 count to Plum. Late swing. She has struck out both times up, both times swinging, I should say.
Yeah. She'd like to change that.
Strike 3. That time looking. She did change it.
Yep.
She went from swinging to looking. 2 down. Yeah, you get the feeling here the Red Rocketeers have settled in.
Yeah, they have.
A 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. If they can get Bork here, it'll be a 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. They scored a run with all kinds of chaos on the bases in the bottom of the 4th and would look to do the same here in the bottom of the 5th.
That settling in all started on the pitcher's mound when their pitcher settled in.
Fouled straight back.
Nice cut.
Very good cut. What do they say? If you foul it straight back, you just missed it.
Just missed it.
Timing was perfect, just a little bit underneath the ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. See if Colleran can go 1-2-3. Fouled back. The last 6 outs she has recorded have been strikeouts.
It's getting pretty dark out here too, isn't it, Peter? Or is that just me fading at my old age?
Can you give yourself last rites as a deacon in the Catholic Church?
No.
Strike 3.
I
Swing.
can't because part of it is absolving you of your sins, and I can't do that.
Oh, and there'd be too many.
Yeah, I'd be there all day.
So the Red Rocketeers will come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing now by a run. I just got a text. Peter, you were chosen to complete our official April Republican survey.
Did you watch last night?
I did not. I was too busy with North Attleboro's election coverage.
Yes.
Some of us have to work at night, you know.
Yeah, that was far more important.
It's amazing the text you receive. Jared Ware texted at 3:30. Jacob Layton is in the studio. Ethan Hamilton, the chairman of the school committee, texted me with a question about tonight. I texted him that we will indeed be there. The Republican National Committee texted me, and the inner club at Triggs Golf Course texted me. And only one was work. 2 were work related. 2 out of 4. It's 500. Grace Foreman leading things off for the Red Rocketeers. Foreman struck out her first time up. Struck out looking.
Yeah. It's a tough matchup. Tough matchup for her.
So Grace Simmons, who struck out looking in the first, struck out looking in the third. Her third time up. Grace usually shows bunt. Tries to slap it. She does there and misses.
See, when I had a slapper, I'd pull my center fielder in and have an extra infielder.
0-2.
With a lefty, I'd play my left fielder in short and throw the center fielder in the infield.
I'm not being critical of Sam Lincoln, but I can't remember a pitcher in softball stepping out of the circle as often as she does.
Yeah, it's just
swing and a miss, strike 3.
It's just her habit. But again, as you try to speed up, you don't want to take rituals away from the kids, but you look for ways to speed up the game. Not that softball takes all day; it doesn't.
Well, considering 12 of the 14 outs have been strikeouts,
it's been a long day.
Ariana McDavitt just sends that one foul. McDavitt walked in the first, struck out looking in the third.
But I know in some cases it's possible to play a softball doubleheader in less time than a 9-inning baseball game.
Oh, I can see that. Grounds that one to Lincoln. It gets past her to the second baseman, but a nice job. Firing over to first was Mia Fernandez. We've played 5, 2-1, Taunton Tigers. W.H. Riley & Son has been delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs. Asian's Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asian's Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area. Top of the 6th inning. Red Rocketeers, I'm not sure why they were waiting there. There was an errant throw to first base as they were throwing around the infield. Oh, I know what it was. And Colleran was ready for her last warm-up pitch. And after the warm-up pitch, they throw around the horn, but the first baseman was chasing the ball down. Almost down in Kevin Daggett territory down there.
Save the drops and bad throws for the warm-ups.
So top of the 6th inning. Don't forget we only play 7 in softball. Ava Venturelli, who struck out swinging in the first, singled, scored on a wild pitch in the third.
She's got a nice swing, too.
Fouls that one straight back.
There's two schools of thought. Either you get into the stance you want to hit from and don't move the lower body, just swing, or recoiler. She's a recoiler. She'll step forward and get into it.
Strike 3. Nice job by Colleran. Took a little off that pitch.
I think the faster the pitcher, the less movement by the hitter gives the hitter a better chance. But you can't change your batting style from pitcher to pitcher.
I have that as her 13th strikeout. That'll bring up Casey Tamora. Fouled that one off the catcher's mask. That's why they wear masks.
Yep, exactly.
You were a catcher before mask, right, Del?
I'll tell you, I'm a lefty, and one day I decided to catch because I needed one. The batter threw the bat, broke the face mask. I had 8 stitches on my nose. So my last day catching.
especially on those hot days. You've got the gear on and all the dust. That one popped up. And is that fair or foul? That's a fair ball.
Fair ball, yeah. See, I really think it's such a tough play for the catcher. They don't practice it. How can you hit a ball straight up to the catcher?
I thought Colleran was going to call her off right here.
She was, but she's too polite. She's too good of a player. That was the catcher's ball, but I'd always make that the pitcher's ball. Catchers had two shots at them today, and both are dropped.
I mean, I know there are some official scores who say if the ball was not touched, it wasn't an error. I have that as an error.
Yeah.
That was a catchable ball.
Sure was.
So, runner down at first, one out. Throw down to second. And even if it had been a good throw, the shortstop was well ahead of the bag.
Yeah.
So they pretty much gave up that base.
I'd be running a little more too. Of course, you got to get a runner on base to run, but got to force the issue. I mean, in the sixth inning, one more run for Taunton is a big deal.
Haley Crockta with one out. Swing and a miss. Colleran needed that strikeout.
Yep.
So 2 down. 2 outs, Kevin Daggett. Brooke Aldrich. I almost feel like Kevin should add an S there. 2 outs. But that would be asking too much.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we even have the space for it. There we go.
That was impressive. You just wished it would happen, and it happened.
So then, when there's 1 out, it screws everything up.
Oh, great catch by the catcher. That easily could have put the runner on third if she didn't get it. A run-saving play, possibly.
Fouled straight back.
She didn't miss that by much.
Boy, Brooke Aldrich. She looks like a player.
She's very much a player.
She fields a great shortstop.
Yeah, she can.
And very aggressive at the plate. Singled and scored the first Taunton run in the second. And then struck out in the fourth and struck out here in the sixth.
That was a ball.
Well, she was aggressive.
She sure was.
So North Attleboro now down to their last 6 outs. And it's starting to rain a little, Dell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of dots.
Oh, we don't want that.
Either that or you're spraying as you speak, though, and I hope it's the rain.
It is the rain.
Okay, good.
I can assure you.
As if it's not cold enough out here already. What's a little rain? Raw. This is the definition of raw.
It is. You know, when I was coaching softball in college, we played a doubleheader in Maine on a day like this. We got there, the sun was out. Pretty soon, a thunderstorm rolled through, so we had to delay it for a while. We got back out, sun again. All of a sudden, hail came down. Sun came out. A little bit later, snow came down. We saw every kind of precipitation there was, and windy. And to make matters worse, we lost both games. Nice little 3.5-hour bus ride home.
Taunton hasn't even started their warm-ups here.
No, that's the umpire.
They waited.
They waited for the catcher to come up. You gotta.
And I'm not sure the 2 umpires even realized it.
No,
they were chatting.
It's been happening a couple of times.
Meanwhile, I'm shivering.
Yeah. Well, the pitcher saw it and said, "I'll just take 2." Good for her.
And is it my imagination, or is the wind shifted? Now it's directly in our face.
It is.
My goodness, it just goes from worse.
Yeah, it does.
Bad to worse.
put your hooded sweatshirt on over your face. Be a heck of a way to call a game.
I hope it's nice, and I hope the heat's out in the room where Jared Ware is doing the school committee meeting tonight. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ariana McDavitt, the shortstop, walked in the first, struck out looking in the third. Foul, caught by Lincoln. Nice catch by Lincoln.
Sure was. Basket catch.
Because if that ball had fallen, you would think it would have come back towards home plate, and that would have been very tough to throw out the runner. Colleran, and that one seemed to hit her arm as she swung, or hit her hand.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Tough girl. I saw her before the game warming up. Boy, was she focused.
I think that pitch was a little more inside than she thought it was.
Ooh.
0-2 count for the Red Rocketeers pitcher and number 3 hitter.
A lot of room down the left field line.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down. This is our box seats 6th inning. Box seats in the tower at Elm and Route 1. They have one of the largest gluten-free menus I've ever seen.
I've always been satisfied there.
I love the atmosphere in there. I love when they remodel an old building like that.
This is the box seat 6 innings. We need a heated seat 7th.
W.H. Riley and Son will have the 7th inning. They are known for their heating, but
Won't help us today.
Mary Ellen Charette, the Red Rocketeers catcher. She struck out to end the first, singled in the 4th. Red Rocketeers need that now. Do you realize, Del, we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs. The ball has not reached the outfield in this game.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
They could have played this game in the community room at North TV, and we would have been a lot warmer. Could have certainly played it in the gym.
Well, 2 outstanding pitches, and it's the game. That's the strength of this game is on that pitcher's mound.
Strike 3. That one caught looking. We've played 6, 3 to go. Back with the 7th. Paul and Nancy Bellum, owners of Bell's Powder Coating, are dedicated to the community and proud to be a presenting sponsor of North TV sports coverage. Bell's is an industry leader in electrostatic powder coating, a process that is environmentally green. Turning out 50 to 100,000 pieces per week, Bell's is one of the area's top companies. They're proud of their on-time delivery and quick turnaround. No job is too large, no job is too small, and their quality is second to none. Bell's Powder Coating, North Attleboro. Box Seats, a presenting sponsor of high school sports on North TV, is the place to be before or after the big game. They're also the place to watch the big game, with TVs in every room and the NFL Sunday ticket to catch your favorite team home or away. Box Seats has a lineup of menu items second to none that include grilled pizza, fish and chips, burgers, and more. Box Seats also has over 70 gluten-free items to choose from. Box Seats is located in Tower Square at the corner of Route 1 and Elm Street in North Attleboro. My apologies. I ran to go get the umbrella from my car as it starts to rain a little bit heavier here.
Yeah. The key for North is do not let Taunton get another run. Got to hold it to one till they get their last bats.
Mia Fernandez, the second baseman, has struck out both times in the second and in the fourth. Yeah, more like a drizzle than anything else. The high school softball season will end the day before Father's Day, which I believe Father's Day is on June 19th this year. And will probably be a hot day in the 80s.
Yeah.
Far cry from what we are experiencing this afternoon. Fouled straight back.
Hanging in there.
She climbed after that one.
Sure
that
did.
one was way up there.
Yeah, they're just, they're anxious. She's such a good pitcher. They're anxious to swing at anything they see, it appears.
Thank goodness there's a fence in between that ball and our camera. That one fouled. Fernandez really battles.
Yeah. I like her.
She speaks very highly of you as well.
Yeah.
Fouls that one down into Daggett territory. I'm actually shivering, Del.
It is cold.
Mia either hit a home run or swing or miss. Swing and miss. She's not cold. I
No.
trust you.
When you're in the batter's box or on the mound or the catcher, you're not cold. Everyone else is.
That's high for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Something off speed here, Del. What do you think? Nope, strike 3.
Yeah.
Inside corner.
Yeah.
1 down.
She hasn't thrown many off speeds. What, maybe 4? She kind of just sets you up a little bit. She sees you digging in and throws you off speed, and you're kind of handcuffed. But she's certainly a power pitcher.
Unofficially 16th strikeout for Kelly Colleran.
31 now in 2 games. That's not bad.
I mean, North Attleboro could have played without an outfield today. I mean, think about that.
To think about. But there have been a lot of warm players. No, wait. The see-through dugouts.
When I went to the car to get my umbrella, I should have turned it on, turned the heat on. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah. They climbing the ladder on her.
Sam Lincoln, right now would be the winning pitcher unless the Red Rocketeers come back, reached second base in the second inning, and struck out to end the 4th.
Once in baseball, I remember, thought I was cool. It was a very high pitch. I swung for strike 3 and got to first base. Man, coach almost took my head off. Play the game the right way, Malloy.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
17 strikeouts. God. So if she strikes this batter out, she's got 6 innings worth of strikeouts.
So let me see. There was a pop-up to end the third, to the third baseman. Second inning, 3 strikeouts. Third inning, there was a sacrifice, if you remember, with 1 out.
Yep.
The other 2 outs were strikeouts. Fourth inning, struck out the side. Fifth inning, struck out the side. Sixth inning, struck out the side. And now trying to
Strike out the
record
side.
the third out to Mia Torres. And she would strike out the side. So 16 of the 18 outs would be strikeouts. That's impressive.
It sure is.
And yet she may lose the game.
Yeah, to think about that.
And both runs were scored with the ball getting away and the runner coming in from third.
Yep.
What is the count here? 3 balls,
3-2.
2 strikes
Yep,
again.
full
All
count.
3 batters have been 3 and 2. And the thing is, if Torres gets on base, you know she's heading to second.
Oh, yeah. She's awfully quick.
Strike 3. Looked high, looked outside.
It's raining.
But the umpire has been consistent with that all afternoon.
He has. And, you know, you watch the coaches. No one's talking to him, so they're okay with it.
This is our W.H. Riley and Son 7th inning. W.H. Riley and Son, I was behind one of their trucks on my way to work the other day. 150 years, 7 generations of the same family operating the area's leader. And I would kill to be in my house, which is heated by W.H. Riley and Son this second.
Well, what did the vehicles look like in their first year of operation?
150 years ago, it would have been horse and buggies.
Yeah.
You must remember that.
I do. I was in 2nd grade.
Heating oil. What I like about them, you know, there's some companies, you know, yeah, we'll come deliver your heating oil, but they come, they service your boiler, they service your furnace. We had our hot water heater one Sunday afternoon, had a little leak in it. We had water down in the basement. Called their 24-hour number. There was someone there within 45 minutes, and within 24 hours, we had a new water heater.
That's pretty impressive.
And as they always say, support local business, support W.H. Riley and Son.
When I was the conference commissioner, that's what I did. If I could get a product in the city where my office was or the town my office was, I was going to do that.
Lucy Palmer leading off the bottom of the 7th. Red Rocketeers down to their final 3 outs. You just want to get on base.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how, just get on base. Strike by Sam Lincoln. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out.
It's a big batter.
That one, foul territory.
Stayed alive.
I honestly can't remember the last time I've been this cold. Lauren Carpenter reminiscing to the Super Bowl game Bishop Fian played in at Bridgewater State University. We actually called the game. We did the game for cable television, of course, replay. We did not have the ability to go live back then. We were doing the game on WARA radio. It was so cold, the cell phone that we were using to do the game died. The battery didn't die. The cell phone just froze.
This is one of the coldest I've done with you. I thought the Thanksgiving Day game at Attleboro a couple of years ago was pretty cold too. But you expect it in November. This is April.
Well, you're dressed for it. I
Yeah.
would have worn flannel pants and my really warm winter coat. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Yeah. Trying hard. That was probably out of the strike zone, but she was trying so hard.
Emma Hanwell grounded out to second base, one of the only Red Rocketeers to put the ball in play this afternoon, and then struck out in the fourth. She needs to, if not put the ball in play here, draw her walk.
Yep.
And the Red Rocketeers, there's, hit well, but right back to Sam Lincoln, 2 down.
Yep. You know, that was a good pitch. Someone might say, well, why didn't you take a pitch? Why? It was her pitch. It was just slightly below the belt, right down the middle. Good swing. Just a good play by the pitcher.
So it will be up to Mary Rogers, the second baseman. Rogers struck out swinging to end the second, struck out looking to end the sixth. That's one of the first low balls all day I've seen called for a strike.
I love this. No sleeves. I love this.
I don't. I'm freezing just looking at
Oh,
her.
no. This is a real player.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Strike two, excuse me. Outside, 1-2. Red Rocketeers still alive. Should Rogers get on, Grace Foreman, the number 9 hitter, would step to the plate. North Attleboro only 2 hits all afternoon. Strike 3, and that will do it. Welcome to our Bell's Powder Coating post-game show, Del Malloy, your final thoughts.
2 outstanding teams. Great pitching. North just didn't quite have it.
The score 2-1. The Taunton Tigers improved to 2-0. The Red Rocketeers fall to 1-1. But a classic between the 2 champions from last year. Taunton, the Kelly Rex Division champs. The Red Rocketeers, Davenport champs. Thank you for watching this sports exclusive of North TV.